Imagine leading your country through its darkest war, saving the nation from collapse, ending slavery, and just when victory is finally within reach, someone decides, you have to die. That was Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents, and the victim of one of history's most shocking assassinations. By 1865, America had been at war with itself for 4 long years. The Civil War had claimed hundreds of thousands of lives. Cities had been destroyed, families torn apart. Then, everything changed. The Confederate Army surrendered. For the first time in years, peace seemed possible. People celebrated in the streets. They believed the nightmare was finally over. Lincoln believed something else. The hardest part was only beginning. He knew rebuilding America would be far more difficult than winning the war. He wanted the country to heal, not through revenge, but through reconciliation. Many admired that vision. Others hated him for it, especially those who blamed Lincoln for the South's defeat. One of them was a famous actor named John Wilkes Booth. Booth wasn't a stranger. He was one of the best-known actors in America. Handsome, charismatic, popular. But behind the applause, he held extreme political views. He believed Lincoln had destroyed the South. At first, Booth planned to kidnap the president, but after the Confederacy surrendered, he decided kidnapping wasn't enough. Lincoln had to die. April 14, 1865. Just 5 days after General Lee surrendered, Lincoln and his wife attended a play at Ford's Theater in Washington. The audience laughed. Actors performed on stage. Nobody noticed the man quietly making his way toward the presidential box. Booth knew the theater better than almost anyone. He had performed there many times. He waited for the loudest laugh of the night. Then, he opened the door, stepped inside, and fired a single shot. Panic exploded. Booth jumped from the balcony onto the stage. As he landed, he broke his leg. But somehow he escaped. For nearly 2 weeks, the entire country searched for him. Thousands of soldiers joined the manhunt. Every farmhouse, every forest, every road was searched. Finally, 12 days later, Booth was found hiding inside a tobacco barn in Virginia. Soldiers surrounded the building. He refused to surrender. Moments later, a shot rang out. Booth was dead. But here's where the story becomes even more fascinating. Many people believe Lincoln's assassination was the work of one man. It wasn't. Booth wasn't acting alone. Several conspirators helped plan the attack, and Lincoln wasn't even the only target. That same night, the conspirators also tried to assassinate the vice president and the secretary of state. Their goal wasn't just to kill a president, it was to throw the entire United States into chaos. Only Booth succeeded. Here's something most people don't know. Lincoln had dreamed about his own death just days before the assassination. According to his close friends, he described walking through the White House until he found a coffin. When he asked who had died, someone answered, the president. Whether that story is completely true remains debated, but it became one of the most chilling legends in American history. Abraham Lincoln never lived to see the country he fought to preserve. He never saw Reconstruction. He never saw America rebuild. But his words, his leadership, and his vision changed the United States forever. Today, he is remembered as one of the greatest presidents in history, not because he sought power, but because he held the country together when it was falling apart. And in the end, it may have been that very leadership that made him a target. So let me ask you, do you think history would be different today if Abraham Lincoln had lived?